Thank you so much for having me here. I'm very humbled. I'm Nelly Kaguru, a follower of Christ, happily married to one man, George, and together we are blessed with 3 champions, Stephanie, Amy, and Jonathan. As a family, we have been called to take the media mountain, and so we have a radio ministry down at the coast that goes by the name of Lulu FM, and here in Nairobi we have Pearl Radio 96.9 FM. I would say accountability is just being able to be answerable for your decisions or for your actions. Basically, just like it's like a check system. The state of you being able to be answerable for your actions, for your decisions, and also your inactions. So I would say it's like a police, putting yourself on check, or having that person in your life who is able to help you achieve certain desired goals. I think it's just a fallacy, because many times people associate accountability with something negative, like you must be a drug addict, or it's something negative. But from my experience now and from the research that I was able to do, it's very, very positive. It's for everyone. You need accountability. I need accountability. So it's not a foreign or negative thing, the way it's being perceived. So that's a narrative that I am trying to change through my book. I think there's one classic example of accountability is David and Prophet Nathan. You remember the story, the common story of how his story with Bathsheba and how he fell into sin, and Nathan approached him, just to kind of rebuke him. And one of the classic things I see is, David, once he realized it was him that Nathan was talking about, he just confessed and said, you know what, I have sinned against God. So that's just a classic example of somebody owning up to what they've done rather than blaming somebody. So I always find it very, very inspiring how David was able to own up, being a king and being able to own up to his mistakes. I think that is super. Number one, I just want to congratulate you for running this module, because indeed the issue of finances is just plaguing each and every person, across the board. So when it comes to financial stability or finance and accountability, I think it's very, very key. I think we've also just seen it in the media, even the issue of how betting and people getting into so much debt, how it's affecting the lives of the individuals and also for families. One of the things I would say is that it's not easy. You might have a desire, you might have a thought, and this is a new year. We've come up with resolutions. I could be having a financial goal to save 30,000, but it's not going to be easy. It's going to be an uphill task. It might be a great desire that I have, but I need somebody. I need to share this with somebody who will be checking up with me and telling me, Nelly, you promised you'll be, say for example, giving your tithe every month. So how do you make sure that you don't fall back? Once you have somebody in your life whom you've given access, even to check up on you on your finances, it will be very, very easy to achieve that goal. Otherwise, it's easy to fall by the wayside. So having that person, that accountability person, will really, really help you, because they'll be checking on you. Tell me, how far are we with, the repayment of the loan? How are you doing in terms of your savings? Are you living within your means? And that is only somebody who has access to your life that is able to help you achieve the desired goal. I think number one, there's just certain qualities you want to look out for, because it's a journey. This is somebody you're inviting into your life to walk with you, to hold your hand and walk with you. So number one, what I would say is look for specific qualities. Do you respect them? You know, if it's in the area of finance, are they excelling or managing well in that area? Do they have a testimony, you know, of being upright in their working as far as matters finance are concerned? So it's just basically being able to identify, is this somebody that you look up to? You know, what's their standing? Those are some of the things that can help you identify somebody who you'd want to give that position in your life. We are all living in a community. You'd look, for example, even in a church setup. You'd look, for example, most churches have cell groups. You'd be able to identify somebody whom you fellowship with on a regular basis. It can also be your pastor. It could be an elder, you know. Sometimes even a distant relative, you know, who you look up to is somebody who would qualify as your accountability partner. That's a good question, Mercy. Number one, once you engage in an accountability relationship, you have to set some goals and some expectations. So one of the things that, or signals that would help you, is once you achieve what you wanted, because it's a relationship for a season. It's, you know, and you need different accountability partners for different things or seasons in your life. So say, for example, you are single, you know, you got an accountability partner who has helped you to journey through singlehood, to stay in purity and all that. So when you get married, you get this guy and you get married, that season is over. So now you need somebody who is in the marriage institution to hold you. So once the goals are clear and expectations are met, then that should, you know, kind of give you a signal that you need to move on into the next season. Exactly, and it's very, very productive when you're working within a set expectations.